You know, when you look at any developed society, there's this one quiet thing they all seem to share, and that's a deep, living connection with books. It's kind of like this silent thread that weaves through their progress and their culture. So today, let's explore that quiet but incredibly powerful connection, and maybe figure out what it means for us in our own lives.
It's so easy to just see a book as, paper and ink, an object. But this really gets to the heart of it. It's not an object at all, it's sustenance. But what kind of nourishment are we talking about? Well, it's the kind that helps us build empathy, the kind that forces us to challenge our own assumptions. It helps us truly begin to understand ourselves and the world. It's how we grow.
All right, so let's start with this beautiful idea, a book as a companion. But we're not talking about just any companion. This is one that exists outside of our ordinary, day-to-day lives, offering a kind of friendship that just gets deeper and deeper with every page we turn.
I mean, just think about that for a second. We live in a world that is just saturated with noise and opinions, right? A book offers this quiet space. It never argues with you, it doesn't judge, it just waits, ready to share its wisdom whenever you're ready to listen. It's this constant, steady presence in a really chaotic world.
And this illustrates the true power of reading so perfectly. When you have a book in your hands, you aren't bound by your own life or your own time anymore. You can literally walk through ancient Rome. You can sail the high seas. You can travel to a galaxy far, far away. It really is a key that unlocks countless lives, and in doing that, it makes your own life so much richer.
So this brings us to a really profound idea. Books are so much more than just individual stories. They are our shared memory. They're like this vessel holding all the collected thoughts, the triumphs, the heartaches, and the discoveries of everyone who came before us. Every single book you open is a conversation with history itself.
But here's the thing. This timeless friendship, this incredible conversation with history, is facing a very modern challenge. As the world has changed, our relationship with books, well, it's become strained. You could even say they've grown lonely.
We are all standing in a flood. Every notification, every headline, every single short video is just another drop in this relentless flood of information. We're constantly consuming stuff, but are we gaining any real knowledge? And believe me, there's a huge difference between the two.
In this flood, it has real consequences. Our ability to focus is fractured. Our thinking gets more and more shallow as we just skim from one thing to the next. And maybe worst of all, that constant external noise can completely drown out our own inner voice. The one that actually helps us reflect and understand.
Wow, this line from the poet Gulzar, it just captures the feeling perfectly. It's almost heartbreaking, isn't it? It's not that we've started to dislike books, it's more that we've forgotten them. We've made them lonely. They just wait there patiently, behind glass, full of entire worlds, just hoping we'll remember they exist.
So this brings us to a really fundamental question. In an age where literally any fact is just a quick search away, why do we even still need books? What is their irreplaceable value?
Okay, this is the core of it right here. The internet is brilliant at giving us quick answers, but a book does something much, much deeper. It doesn't give you answers, it creates questions inside you. It doesn't just hand you a fact, it gives you a whole world to ponder, forcing you to think, to wonder, and to question everything.
And that's the other side of the coin, isn't it? Screens are designed to occupy our attention, to keep us scrolling. But reading a book is an act of connection. It connects us to the author's mind, to the struggles of the characters, and in the end, it connects us right back to our own thoughts and feelings.
So if we've drifted apart from this old friend, how do we find our way back? It's not about some kind of obligation or chore. It's about rekindling a friendship. And that journey, well, just like any good story, it can start with a single, simple step.
It really just begins with asking ourselves this one question. Not about what we should do, but about what we genuinely want to invite back into our lives. How can we, personally, just open that door again and see what's waiting for us on the other side?
And you know what? This friendship can begin with really small, simple steps. This is not a chore. Just 15 minutes a day. That's it. Start with something you're actually curious about. Take a book with you on the train instead of scrolling, and then just talk about what you discover. That's it. That's how you rebuild a relationship.
And we can't forget the magic of the physical book itself. The experience is total. The weight of it in your hands, the feeling of the paper, that unmistakable scent of ink and history, you know what I'm talking about. That is a kind of magic no screen can ever replicate.
And the reward for making this journey, it's profound. Reading isn't just about collecting information, it's a process of transformation. It helps you discover who you really are, it expands the boundaries of your world, and it adds this incredible depth and nuance to the person you're becoming.
And in the end, this personal act of reading has a collective power. It ripples outward. A society that reads is a society that thinks, a society that questions, a society that imagines. And really, that is the foundation of all true progress. It's a journey that all starts with turning a single page.